Greetings all. This is Patricia and I'm traveling for history. I have a new book recommendation for you, and it is called Things I'll Never Forget, Memories of a Marine in Vietnam, written by James M. Dixon. Now this is the cover. I think you can see that. Now, the book is 325 pages long. I listened to it on Audible.com. The narrator was Malcolm Hillgartner. That's Gartner with a T. It ran for 9 hours and 36 minutes. Before I start telling you about any more about the book, let me read to you the publisher's summary. And I think you know I need to take my eyeglasses off to read. Old age eyeballs. Quote, Things I'll Never Forget is the story of a young high school graduate in 1965 who faces being drafted into the Army or volunteering for the Marine Corps. These are memories of funny times, disgusting times, and deadly times. The author kept a journal for an entire year. Therefore, many of the dates, times, and places are accurate. The rest is based on memories that are forever tattooed on his brain. This is not a pro-war book, nor is it anti-war. It is the true story of what the Marine Corps was like in the late 1960s, when the country had a draft and 500,000 Americans were serving one-year tours in battle-torn Southeast Asia. If you served in Vietnam, you will want to compare your experience with the authors. If you know someone who went to Vietnam, you will want to listen for yourself what it was like. If you lost a loved one or friend in the war, you will want to listen to this and share it with others. Let me start with the narrator's voice. His voice was perfect for this. It had the right gravitas, and with the gazillion war pictures I watched as a kid, it just sounded like one of those actors, you know, the war-torn veteran who'd seen it all and more. So I really liked his voice. Throughout the book, we are introduced to a variety of people. And I was wondering if the author would let us know what happened to them. And the answer is yes. Yes, we do find out what happened to, I think, everyone he mentioned. I won't give any spoilers to this book. What I especially liked about it, too, is that he started from home, from what his home life was like, and then what it was like to be in Marine boot camp. And, the petty stuff. I mean, it never ceases to amaze me how petty people can be. And here we are. So basic training was pretty interesting. All that's so. It just when they had to when the drill sergeants were screaming at them, of course, when they first got there, and they were told to throw all the stuff that wasn't military issued in the garbage. I mean, really, in the garbage. Eventually, that stuff would actually be sorted out again and sent back home. So I really liked learning about that. I was fascinated by it. I never served, but I just thought that was really interesting. And throughout the book, he talks about how the Marine Corps is, compared to other branches of the service, the Marine Corps just roughed it. There's one point when barracks were being built, barracks, I don't know if I said that word clearly enough, and I believe it was the Navy personnel who had air conditioners for the barracks, and the Marines just, were lying there in pools of sweat. So, fascinating stuff like that, and things I never, ever would have thought about in a million years. And there they were. Also, I don't know about you, but when I finish a book, I am looking for the next one to read. I have a list a mile long in my, I'm certainly in my bookshelves, as well as in my Audible wish list, or books to listen to list, and wish list too. But with this book, I did not want to start another one. It took me about 3 days before I thought, well, I think I'm almost ready. And by the 4th day is when I started to look for something else to read, because I just wanted to sit with it. I wanted to think about it and ponder it and think about it. It was amazing. So well written, so thoughtful. If this author, James M. Dixon, has written any other books on this topic, I have not found them. There is a James M. Dixon who has written some children's books. 3? 4? I think it's 4 children's books. And it's from a grandfather's perspective. So I'm inclined to believe it is the same author. But I really wish that he would have written more of these Vietnam War history books, because it's just incredible. I'd like to hear more about what happened on the ground. I'd just like to hear more. So I highly recommend it, and if you do read it, I would love to know what you thought of it too. You can put it in the comments below. So again, my name is Patricia, and I'm traveling for history. Until I see you again, have a fabulous night. Thanks so much for watching. Bye now.